Today on NewsCenter, students learn proper and professional dinner etiquette, 2 MSU teams get noticed for their high academic achievement, and see how students test their strength at the Eagle Warrior Challenge. All this and more today on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Jacob Miller.
And I'm Kenzie Thompson. Thanks for joining us. Here's your headlines for April 28th, 2016.
It was a big night for Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton Tuesday when 5 New England states held presidential primaries. Trump had a clean sweep of all 5 states, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, and Rhode Island, pushing him even closer to the 1,237 delegates needed to snag the Republican nomination. Clinton won 4 of the 5 states. Bernie Sanders blocked her from a clean sweep by picking up a win in Rhode Island. Clinton is now around 90% of the way to the 2,383 delegates she needs to become the Democratic presidential nominee. Earlier this week, Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Ohio Governor John Kasich's campaigns formed an alliance to try to prevent Trump from getting the delegates that he needs. Cruz even naming former candidate and Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina as a running mate, even though he has not secured the Republican nomination. Voters in Indiana go to the polls on Tuesday for their primary. For all the latest on the presidential race, make sure you follow NewsCenter's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Investigators aren't releasing a lot of information on the slayings of 8 people in Pike County, Ohio last Friday. Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine says 8 members of the Roden family ranging in ages 16 to 44 were found killed execution style in 4 separate locations in the Peoples area of Pike County. Dozens of pieces of evidence have been collected with over 60 interviews being conducted and hundreds of tips have come in to investigators since Friday. Investigators found a 3-year-old, a 6-month-old, and a 4-day-old baby alive at the scenes. They also found 3 marijuana growing operations at those scenes. There was a $25,000 reward being offered for any information that led to an arrest, but the man who offered the reward, Jeff Ruby, withdrew his offer, saying on Twitter that due to complex criminal developments in the case, he was withdrawing his reward. Funeral services for the victims started today, with services for Gary Roden being held in South Shore, Kentucky this afternoon. If you have any information regarding this case, call 1-855-BCI-OHIO.
Former Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear held a press conference Wednesday where he went on the attack, saying his successor, Matt Bevin, is abusing his authority as governor. Beshear accused Governor Bevin of threatening to cancel road projects in Democratic districts unless state representatives switch to the Republican Party. Beshear claims Bevin has fired state employees simply for making political donations to Democrats, and alleges Bevin threatened to refuse agency bond requests for colleges unless they agreed to his budget cuts. Beshear did not offer specific examples. Governor Bevin was traveling in Europe on Wednesday, but Bevin's spokeswoman Jessica Ditto called Beshear's accusations wild and baseless and said they were, quote, not corroborated by any facts whatsoever. Beshear defended his administration and his family, calling Bevin a bully and accusing him of using his position to intimidate people who did not contribute to his campaign. The former governor said Bevin has a history of bullying people to get his way while refusing to answer tough questions. He said Bevin is petty and vindictive. The press conference was in a response to Bevin accusing Beshear of breaking state ethics and procurement laws and announcing he was hiring a private law firm to investigate.
Last night, the Recreation and Wellness Center hosted the Eagle Warrior Challenge, a strength challenge that not only pitted students against one another, but friends. NewsCenter was there.
Tonight we did a strength competition with, we said students and community members could come. It ended up just being students, but we did 3 different lifts. We did bench squat and plank for girls and bench squat and pull up for guys. I think it's a lot of fun. There was one guy in it who I know has been training all semester to compete in a show, and he said that this was exactly what he needed, like something fun to get his mind off of things, and it's almost finals week, so the people that were into it, I think, really took a lot out of it.
It felt pretty amazing. I actually compete this Saturday in a bodybuilding show, so I didn't think I'd have the energy to do it, but as you can see, I came out pretty good. I see these guys every day, so I knew how strong they were. It all came down to endurance and weight, really. So the heavier guys just had a harder time, and so I think that's what the advantage I had.
I actually competed against my best friend, so that was a lot of fun. My favorite part probably was the squatting part, because I do more squats, so I feel like I was most prepared for that. And I didn't really do it for winning. I just wanted to have fun and enjoy it.
The plan was, if it went well, that they would keep doing it, so hopefully they keep doing it throughout the next few semesters.
Thanks to Career Services, students spent Tuesday evening learning how to network to future employers and, oddly enough, how to eat a meal. Nick Oliver was there.
The first fork from the outside is your first fork chosen. That's your salad fork.
It's the routine. Not many know. Forks on the left, spoon and knives on the right, cup up top, and so on and so forth. It's up to Terry Thompson, a world-traveling etiquette coach and best-selling author, to teach students that special perk to make them more marketable for a potential employer.
If I hire someone and I send them out with customers or clients, then I expect them to represent me to my finest, and if they don't know how to negotiate a cup of soup or a piece of bread, it reflects on me.
With the help of Terry, these students learn how to properly shake hands, cut their food, and market themselves in a positive way.
Any career moves forward by networking, and the truest sense of networking is just connecting with people. Well, we all start our careers in the same place, and that's at the bottom of the career ladder, and we try to climb up. So the quickest way to do that is your network.
The etiquette dinner being a rare occasion when the food doesn't really matter.
It's really not about the food, believe it or not. It's about the confidence to get through the table setting, how to approach a table, how to know the food courses as they go through. It's the confidence of the meal itself.
For NewsCenter, I'm Nick Oliver.
A custodian and crossing guard at Southwestern High School in Pulaski County died from his injuries after being hit by a car in the school parking lot Wednesday. The accident happened around 3 yesterday afternoon. 69-year-old Doyle Patterson was flown to the University of Tennessee, where he died from his injuries. Investigators say it was raining at the time of the incident, and it is believed to be accidental. Investigators say they don't expect charges to be filed against the driver of the truck.
State regulators have approved maximum tuition increases of about $500 a year for students at Kentucky's colleges and universities. The Council on Post-Secondary Education approved tuition increases of up to $547 per student per year for the University of Kentucky and $527 per student per year for the University of Louisville. The universities of Western Kentucky, Northern Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, Murray State, Kentucky State, and our very own Morehead State can raise tuition a maximum of $432 per student per year. The 16 institutions in the Kentucky Community and Technical College system can raise tuition by $9 per credit hour. The increases come after an intense legislative session where Governor Matt Bevin cut state spending on colleges and universities by more than $40 million.
3 campus recruiters from different businesses and organizations were in the Adron Duran University Center on Tuesday looking to hire and offer MSU students internships with their companies. Gene Crabtree with 21st Mortgage says this about being prepared after graduating.
The campuses that have the best prepared students are the ones where campus-wide support sends students to job fairs. They let class out to go. They give you credit for going. They encourage you to get your resume looked at. All that kind of stuff. Those are the best prepared students, and that's what we're looking for.
Gene Crabtree is a recruiter for 21st Mortgage out of Knoxville, Tennessee. He stresses the importance of networking to the students he spoke with on Tuesday.
Job fairs on campus, there's other tables sitting around here today that lets you build connections with these companies. And that's really what you need after graduation.
Sarah Drennan of Total Quality Logistics says MSU students bring about special qualities that can't be found at other universities in the state.
A couple Morehead alum that are at TQL. They're full of personality, which is always great in a sales role.
Megan Boone, a career counselor with the Career Services on the campus of Morehead State University, was there to answer questions students had about their resumes and interviewing skills.
It is really, really important when you go to market yourself to an employer or to a graduate program to really understand what they're looking for and how to put your best foot forward. So really taking advantage of the resume reviews that we offer, the practice interviews that we offer. I mean, I hear time and time again from a student that I sit down with and work with them one-on-one, oh my gosh, this was so helpful.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Courtney Howe.
Chris Horn is in the NewsCenter Weather Center with your forecast.
And NewsCenter notices student athletes for their high academic achievement. Stay with us.
I'm Chris Bailey.
And I'm Amber Philpott, and you're watching Channel 85.
MSU TV.
My name is Scotty Purnell. I've been here 9 years. We take the trash out of the buildings and put it in the garbage truck. In there, the chute is way up high on the wall where the trash comes out into the buggy. And you have to take a big iron hook, reach up and hook the trash, and it's falling down towards you. It's not a boring job. It's, you can get out and talk. We're always finding something very interesting. You never know what you're going to find in the trash. I like my job very much.
Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
I have always depended on the kindness of strangers.
And welcome back. Right now, we have a little bit of broken clouds. Temperature is about 75 degrees. And we've had a little bit of spotty rain today. But it's better than what it was yesterday. Yesterday, it was very hectic. We had 2 tornado touchdowns here in the state of Kentucky, Owensboro and Bowling Green. But it has been looking better today. Looking at record temperatures, back in 1986, 92 degrees. That is one warm day. I'd be definitely wearing shorts. Back in 1934, 24 degrees. Whew, that's one chilly day. But the normal high is 69. We're above that. Looking at our normal low, we'll be above that tonight for sure. Looking at our temperatures, brought to you by WKYT. You're sitting into the mid-70s. Bowling Green, you did hit into the 80s today. Louisville, you almost hit that 80-degree mark. Lexington, you were sitting at 78. Hometown Richmond, you were sitting at 77 degrees. Looking at our first alert live radar, Western Part, you're free right now. You're free of any rain or anything. But looking into the central part, you have a little spotty rain here and there. Looking into tonight, it is clear. That's right. It's going to be a clear tonight. Into the mid-50s. Sunset, it's going to be right around 8:20. And now, back to Kenzie.
The NCAA recently released its annual academic progress rate report, and Morehead State is at the top of the list. Both the Eagles volleyball and women's golf teams scored a perfect 1,000. Eagles volleyball has earned APR recognition for the past 5 years, while women's golf was recognized in 2012 and 2013. NewsCenter caught up with 2 Lady Eagles to get their thoughts on the score and what it's like to be a collegiate athlete.
At the beginning of the year, we set goals and we write them down, and I think that really helps. And our coaches, we have academic meetings with our assistant coach Kirsten Becker, and that really helps. They help keep us accountable, And we also have Sarah Larson at the Eagle Center. She's kind of like a life coach for us. She helps us schedule classes, and like any question you have, she can point you in the right direction.
The way we balance it is setting high standards for ourselves at the beginning of the year and then working throughout the semester to stay up to date in school and not falling too far behind. And that is mostly through working in the van, working at hotels after rounds, working in between practice and playing, and just getting our work done. Having a perfect score really reflects the mission of our team. We're not just a golf team, we're a group of people that really want to succeed and build and inspire other collegiate athletes. And for me, being a collegiate athlete has really taught me how to go forward and be confident and know that I can handle a lot on my plate, but if you manage your time well, it's fun and rewarding.
I don't know, it just highlights everything that we work for and everything that everyone has done for us, and we want to continue to work hard and hold that high standard for ourselves. It just means putting in hard work every single day and trying to make our team proud, trying to make my family proud, and trying to make this community proud.
NewsCenter would like to congratulate the volleyball and women's golf teams on their academic excellence. When we come back, Chris Horn has a look at your extended forecast, and Nick Oliver is in with your Eagle Athletics update.
Hi, I'm Chad Hedrick, News Director for NewsCenter.
And I'm Leanne Zaproni, Assignment Editor for NewsCenter. And we want to tell you how you can stay connected to NewsCenter wherever you are.
That's right. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/NewsCenterMSU.
Or follow us on Twitter or Instagram at MSU_NewsCenter.
And don't forget to catch us every Thursday live at 5 p.m. right here on MSU TV, Channel 85.
Or see us on MSUTV.net.
And welcome back. Current conditions right now is 75 degrees. Humidity is sitting about 57%. Winds a little bit stronger today, but sitting at 12 miles an hour. But yesterday they were blowing a lot harder, with tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings going out like crazy yesterday. Looking at what happened Tuesday, that is right. We had a 2.3 magnitude earthquake. So if you felt a little tremble Tuesday night, that's what it was. We're going into our temperatures, brought to you by WKYT. Richmond, you're sitting at 77. London, you're also sitting at 77. Looking into the eastern part, Jackson, you're sitting at 79. Harlan, you're right almost up there at 77. Prestonburg, you almost got into that 80-degree mark. Looking at our first alert live radar, western part, you're clear right now. A little bit of southern part, you're also clear. Looking into the eastern side, Moorhead, you're starting to feel some of this rain right now. Ashland, you're also starting to feel some of this scattered rain. But looking into Hazard and Pikeville, you're clear for right now, but you will have some rain later on into tonight. Looking into tonight, it's going to be clear. That's right, clear. You might want to take an umbrella just in case of some spotty rain for tonight. So we're going to be sitting into the mid-50s tonight. Sunset is going to be about 8:22. Looking into tomorrow, partly cloudy. That is right. We're going to have a little slight chance of some rain tomorrow. So tomorrow's game, you might want to take a little bit of an umbrella. And it's going to be sitting into the mid-70s. I'll be definitely wearing shorts tomorrow going to tomorrow's game. Sunrise, you're going to be sitting at about 6:40 tomorrow. Looking into our 7-day forecast, going into the weekend, and we're going to be into the low 70s, but we will have those storm chances coming back again. But heading into Monday, storm chances will be going down, as well as the temperatures. Going into Tuesday, we're going to be into the low 60s, as well as to Wednesday. Storm chances going down as we get into the weekend for next week. Thursday, the temperature's going right back on up.
Thanks so much, Chris. Let's look at Eagle Athletics with Nick Oliver.
The baseball team went 2-1 last weekend when they traveled to SIUE for a 3-game series. On Friday, the Eagles struggled to even get a run. The Cougars only had 2 runs and beat the Eagles 2-0. However, on Saturday, the Eagles answered back and reversed Friday's score, beating the Cougars 2-0. Sunday, the Eagles brought their A game. With 7 runs just in the second inning, MSU crushed SIUE 11-2. Despite the 1 loss and a close win this weekend, the Eagles' defense is what really stood out in this series. Pitcher Luke Humphreys had 8 strikeouts, Matt Anderson had 11, and Aaron Leisure had a career-high 15 strikeouts. On Saturday, Leisure only pitched 4 hits and escaped a 1-out, bases-loaded spot in the bottom of the 8th by striking out the last 2 batters. NewsCenter spoke with Coach Mike McGuire to find out more about the series and what they plan to do this coming weekend.
Winning on the road is tough, and to win a series on the road is always a good thing, especially, we dropped the Friday night game, and to come back and win games 2 and 3, I think shows a lot about our guys and, mental toughness to overcome that and still do what we set out to do, and that's win a series on the road. One thing that was common all weekend is we got great pitching. I think we gave up 4 runs the entire weekend, and it's tough to get beat, in a series when you do that. Unfortunately, we got beat 2-0 Friday, and I thought we hit some balls hard Friday, but didn't get a whole lot to show for it. We hit a lot of balls at people and didn't do a great job situationally. I thought Saturday we started to do a better job, found some holes, and then Sunday, we've really kind of got it going on all 3 phases. We pitched well, played great defense, and swung the bats very well. Doesn't matter who we're playing, we got to play good baseball. We'll probably use a variety of guys on the mound with a big weekend series coming up. We want to have our bullpen, fully available this weekend against Austin Peay. So, it's an opportunity to just keep playing, getting better. I think, we're a young team. Every game we play, we have a chance to get better and get more experience, and that's what we look forward to tomorrow night.
The Eagles kick off their series tomorrow night against Austin Peay right here in Moorhead at 5 o'clock. The Moorhead State University men's basketball team was penalized last week by the NCAA for its low academic progress rate scores. Teams must earn a 930 4-year average APR on a 940 average over the past 2 years to participate in NCAA championships. Moorhead State's men's basketball team posted an average of 924.5 for 4 years and 914 for 2 years. Its most recent score for the 2014-2015 school year was 884. The Eagles were given a Level 1 sanction, which means that the practice time for the Eagles each week will be reduced from 20 hours to 16, and the amount of practices the team is allowed to hold a week is being cut from 6 days to 5 days. The lost 4 hours are to be replaced by academic activities. The penalty is the least severe of the 4 levels of the penalties, the harshest possible, of course, being banned from postseason play. 23 other NCAA Division I teams received postseason bans when APR scores were announced last Wednesday. And 9 Moorhead State cheerleaders helped lead Team USA's all-girl squad to a world championship at the International Cheer Union World Cheerleading Championship at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in Orlando, Florida. Over 60 countries were represented in the championships. Jocelyn Stevens, Lauren Strasser, Kellen Gades, Tristan Hawk, Jade Morgan, Allie Bianco, Kelsey Davis, Lauren Santoro, and Ashley Curtis represented Moorhead State on the 36-person Team USA squad. Cheerleaders from Indiana, Alabama, Oklahoma State, NC State, West Georgia, BYU, Hofstra, and Hawaii Pacific were also included. In preparation for the ICU Worlds, the team condensed 10 months of training into 10 days by having mentally and physically intense 2-a-day practices, which led Team USA to victory. In January at the UCA College Nationals, Moorhead State cheerleading claimed a national title in partner stunt all-girl and co-ed. The victory for all-girl marked their 3rd straight championship and 11th overall. With the sweep of championships, MSU cheerleading added to their tradition of excellence, now holding 39 UCA titles since the program's start in 1988. Stick around, we'll be back with more news after this.
Davis, the Associate Professor of Dance here at Moorhead State University. Under the Dance Minor program, you will learn a variety of genres of dance, including tap, ballet, modern, jazz, hip-hop, African, dance composition, dance improvisation, dance history, intro to dance, and Pilates. If you are interested, you can become a member of our National Dance Honors Fraternity, Delta Chi Xi. This fraternity offers students the opportunity to spread dance not only on our campus, but throughout the community. If you're interested in any of our classes, please come and contact me, Professor Natasha Davis. And never miss a chance to dance.
Counseling and Health Services hosted Denim Day as part of their Sexual Assault Prevention Month. NewsCenter has more.
Denim Day is the last event for Sexual Assault Prevention Month and is an event that has occurred every April since the 1990s.
We are out today celebrating Denim Day. We're joined by Pathways and our practicum students in work studies. We're excited to be here because we want to show survivors of sexual assault that we care, that we're here for them, and we're committed to preventing sexual violence. And it came about because of a case where a young girl in Italy was raped, and her rapist was let off because a Supreme Court justice said that her jeans were so tight that she would have had to help her rapist take them off, and he implied that that meant she had given her consent. The next day, female workers in that court came wearing jeans showing their support.
As part of the event, participants were encouraged to wear jeans. Sexual assault pins were handed out as well as t-shirts from Pathways. Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Alexis Matthews.
Have a social media campaign for people to say what consent means to them. You can find them on Facebook and Twitter.
The Secular Student Alliance held a question and answer event in ADUC Tuesday regarding atheism. NewsCenter reporter Jacob Valerio has the story.
If I'm understanding you right, what you're saying is...
It's a touchy subject for a lot of people, religion and those without religion. In order to help people understand their views, the Secular Student Alliance held an event in the lobby of ADUC where they invited anyone to come out and ask them any questions regarding atheism. No matter how heated it got, anyone could come out and express their views to better understand the views of another. When asked what misconceptions they thought people had about atheism, they responded with this.
That you have a lack of morals, that you care about no one else, that you're a Satanist because you don't believe in God, you must believe in Satan as often, or that atheism is the belief in nothing, which is a complete misconception, or that you're angry with God and that's why you don't believe in Him, because you're angry at Him, or that you're possessed. I've gotten that one a couple times. I'm possessed by the devil and I'm doing the devil's work without knowing it. Those are some of the largest ones. I think people perceive atheists as all being militant, that we're just angry, but it's more of just frustration, I think, at least from my own point of view.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Jacob Valerio.
Finally tonight, Morehead State University seniors are getting the chance to show off their work this week. Brian Courtney has the story.
Morehead State University's art seniors have an opportunity to show off their work at their final gallery show in the Claypool Young Art Building's gallery.
So our last exhibition of the spring semester, which is sort of a culminating kind of capstone type event, is two exhibitions actually that are for our graduating BA and BFA students. So there are 31 students who are exhibiting in this space.
The final show has been given the name As We Fly Away to represent the seniors' final pieces before they graduate. The event is set to be judged and cash prizes will be received by the best pieces. The exhibition has been split into two parts, one for BA students, or Bachelor of the Arts, and the other for BFA students, which means Bachelor of the Fine Arts. The shows will be held on separate floors and contain a difference in the area of focus.
In the upper level of the gallery, our students actually have very discrete, sort of cohesive bodies of work that they're showing. And so again, that's what the BFA show. So people will see a little difference in that. And I think that that's a fascinating thing because I love seeing sort of the difference between seeing a real diversity of work in the senior juried show and then also having the upstairs where you can see people like investigating media, sort of investigating sculpture, investigating photography, and they have a strong concept behind it, and they have multiple pieces to express that concept. So I think that the two shows are pretty exciting to see together.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Brian Courtney.
That's going to do it for us tonight. Remember, you can always find your news on NewsCenter's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages.
And you can catch this newscast again on msutv.net.
On behalf of everyone here at NewsCenter, I'm Jacob Miller.
And I'm Kenzie Thompson. Have a great evening.